Did y'all hear a really great meeting last night? Now, the word is complain. Y'all do too much. That dip video, it was never that serious. That dip video was a skit. It was just a joke of what some people in the military do. Right on, god damn it. Did y'all hear a really great meeting last night? Now, the word is complainers. We will now call the victims complainers. No longer can they put our careers on hold. Yeah, no more of these flags, repeat complainers constantly pushing the issues. And no more of that anonymous, no more of that making complaints without saying your name. We want to know who you is. So when we retaliate, we can get you and nip it in the bud. Yeah. But I'm so happy. And then we need to get those women out of comeback arms. Everything needs to go back to how it was. Me and the bros back in the field. Yeah.
Okay, what you've got right here, this is a Staff Sergeant, Kenesha Collins. I'll put a link to her Facebook page and some of her other platforms that she's got. But imagine this, active duty soldiers in uniform going online and openly defying the Secretary of War's direct orders on grooming standards, on beards, on attitude, and rebellion blasted out on TikTok and Instagram like some kind of show. The discipline doesn't matter anymore, or it didn't until just a couple of days ago. The question is, I want to ask all of you, military, non-military, is this what you want to see out of your tax dollars? Because that's who's paying Miss Kenesha Collins. And I've got another clip I'm going to show you of her. But should she still be in uniform, or should she be shown the door? Let's be clear about this. This isn't about facial hair. This isn't about chain of command. This is about attitude. This is about responsibility. This is about accountability. This is about a warrior ethos. And I believe Miss Kenesha Collins is a recruiter. But Pete Hegseth, as a Secretary of War, has laid down the standard. And the last time I checked, the military, with their chain of command, I served for quite a while, whether you agree with your boss or not, you do what they say. The United States military is not a democracy. Orders in the military are not optional. You don't get to pick and choose which ones fit your style for the day. And when a soldier like this goes online in uniform and says, I'm not following this, that's just not bad optics. It's open insubordination. And what does that do? It erodes discipline. It sends the message to every young recruit watching that the uniform doesn't mean unity anymore. It means you can freelance your own version of Army, and that's dangerous. Check out some more of these clips I got.
Wouldn't it be easier just to shave and put on a patrol cap? I mean, I guess it could be easier to shave, but actually it's more easier not to shave because I don't have to do it. The same thing with the patrol cap. I hope you enjoy me braiding my beard up or twisting my beard up so I can be in regulations and be a proper example for those who do have a religious accommodation. Two inches. Blessings.
So there you go. Religious accommodation for the United States military. Looks like he's got a burqa on. He had to braid his beard up. He's a sergeant in the United States Army. I respect him for his service, but you got to check your religion at the door. Religious exemptions for the military? Try to get a religious exemption on the battlefield. And this goes further than a religious exemption. This goes to bringing a standard. To me, that does not look like you're in the military. And perception is reality when it comes to Uncle Sam? Leave a comment down below. Is this what you want to see? Is this what you're paying for? It gets better. Here's another one.
I waited for 3.5 years. White man did it in 1 week. I waited for 3.5 years.
What kind of haircut do you call that? What is this? When the armies change him, but we don't give a fuck, is basically what the DGAF means. Is that what you want to see in the military? I don't. I don't want to see that at all. I'd love to understand how we have eroded to this. Now, just a couple of days ago, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth had a meeting with some generals. If you don't want to be in the military, if you're not in it with your whole heart, he asked you to leave. And this is the first one that's leaving. It's a 2-star Air Force general. I believe that's a brigadier general. And he says here, after much reflection with a full heart, Barb and I, that's his wife, made the difficult decision to request retirement from the United States Air Force for personal and family reasons. Deeply honored to be nominated for Vice Chief of Staff of the United States Air Force. Profoundly grateful for the trust and confidence placed in by the president. But the guy just couldn't handle it. He didn't want to serve alongside Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth, not an academy guy. General Thomas Boussier. Let me ask you a question. Who'd he vote for? Give me your opinion on that. How long's he been in? Who'd he vote for? There's his resignation. I say go home. Here's another I don't know what this is. Sergeant First Class in the United States Army. Campbell. Let's listen to what Mr. Campbell has to say.
I just want y'all to understand that I can see green as much as I want to. I can talk about brotherhood, togetherness, as much as I want to. But when I take this uniform off and I step outside of any installation, I'm not viewed as a soldier. I'm not viewed as a Sergeant First Class. There's people that view me as an enemy. There are people that view me as less than a human.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
There are people that treat me like a criminal. There's been times in my life when I've been spoke down on just based off my appearance.
Well, your appearance right now, there's Sergeant First Class Campbell, United States Army. Your appearance right now in uniform looks pretty unsat. So I hope some Sergeant Major, some full bird colonel got in your ass with both feet, because that no shave chit has just expired. That profile is gone. And you might need to learn to code, is what the orders of the former vice president and former president said. You lose your job, learn to code, Mr. Campbell. Mr. Campbell, your orders have been received, and now it's up to you to pick and choose whether you want to follow along. Now, here is a drill sergeant, and Pete Hegseth, you found a good one right here, brother.
Let's talk about it. It's already been asked. The new changes to the wearing parents. All right. And let me say this: these aren't really new changes. If you were in 10 years ago, if you've been in 10 plus years, this is how it was. Actually, it's got versions, better versions of what it was when you first joined. I'm just saying, if you've been in long enough, we just, hey, this is how we were brought through the military, through what they've put out, through what they've changed. That's how it was when we came in. So it ain't new for us. But I'm going to tell you guys this. For the newer generation that's coming in, I get it. I understand why you're upset. I get why you're complaining. I get it. I get it. But I'm also going to say this. You got to get over it. You got to get over this shit. Because you chose this life and you continue to choose it. You continue to re-enlist every year. So it's like, logically, I'm thinking, hey, you decided to do this. So why is it so hard for you to follow the standards and regulations, the policies? It shouldn't be, because you knew joining the Army that there were
You raised your right hand. Support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And right now we're seeing a lot of domestic enemies. We're starting to see a lot of insurrection within the ranks, within society, on social media. And this drill sergeant lays it out. You made the decision, no one else. Follow the rules or get kicked out.
Structure. You knew what the hell you were getting into. And I say this so much because the newer generation acts like they didn't. It's always going to be, I'm always going to be flabbergasted. But I will tell you this, as a drill sergeant, as an NCOIM, I will follow all rules and regulations. So any soldier, any trainee I come in contact with, they will do the same. And that's it. And that's it. That's all. And that's period. You know what I mean? Like,
that's how the military works. That's it. That's all. Salute to whoever this young lady is, whatever woman this is, because she is a drill instructor laying down the rules on new recruits exactly the way it should be. The military has always stood on the principle that you follow orders first, debate later. If troops start treating TikTok as their new chain of command, then what's next? Do we ignore deployment orders? Do we decide which wars we feel like fighting? General Milley? That's not how a lethal fighting force works. So here's the real question, America. And I want your answer. And I want you to hear mine. If these soldiers refuse to uphold standards and they publicly defy their leadership, do we discipline them, discharge them, or do nothing at all? Because make no mistake, this is about more than beards. It's about whether the military, if we still have a military, that stands ready to follow orders or one that collapses into chaos.
Y'all do too much. That dip video, it was never that serious. That dip video was a skit. It was just a joke of what some people in the military do. Like, when you tell a joke, it's not going to be funny no more. So it's finna kill the laughter. But I made that dip video because people actually do that. They actually talk shit about people while they're breaking the regs themselves. It's like hypocrisy. Like, I guess the video went over people's heads because that shit has made it to HRC.
Ooh.
They talking about, I'm trying to...
HRC, I'm assuming headquarters, human resources, kick her out. Looks like she's living her best life right now. Nice car.
Start a whole protest, go against what the SecDef and the president said. What the hell? Hell no. Hell no. Don't put me in that category. I am not that one. Wait. I ain't that one. Let me just tell y'all something. Y'all gotta chill. Like, cause now the soldiers' morale already low. Making a funny video, damn, I thought this shit was funny, but obviously that shit went over everybody's head. That shit has made its way up, and that shit was just supposed to be a joke. But all jokes contain true shit. Clock it. But people are actually doing it. It was a joke. I was never starting a protest going against nothing the president or the SecDef said. I even made a video telling y'all, you already in, and that wasn't mentally for you. Like, whatever you didn't like what was said, get out. You ain't got to stay here. It's a game.
The wisest words she said, you ain't got to stay here. Get out. That's our breakdown for today. I'd love to get your opinion on what's going on in the United States military. Do you like what Secretary of War Pete Hegseth is doing? Instilling a warrior ethos. If you don't like it, leave. The United States military is a volunteer service, except for the draft. And I'm a firm believer that women should have to register for the draft. Or maybe they should. Because if you want equality, if you want real equality, that's what real equality is. This has been Dykes. Thank you for tuning in. Smash a like, subscribe, thumbs up button on your way out the door. Check out my sponsors, King Greens right over here, nonprofit helping veterans that deal with mental health issues. Superfood. It's going to help you. A little packet, put it in some water and enjoy it. You can also join the channel right over here. Patreon, support the channel. I use a lot of the money from memberships and subscriptions to help veterans with service dogs. Leave a comment down below. Is this what we need for the military? A complete reset. Getting back to being war fighters rather than social media influencers. Take care. I'll see you on the road.